Hello and welcome back to the Cricket Draft. Today's episode we are joined by Kent County Cricket Club all-rounder Joey Evison. But before we get into that, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, drop us a like on this video, and I need to let you know that this episode is brought to you in association with All Sports Insurance. More on that later. Finally, drop us a little comment. Which county cricketer would you like us to chat to before the 2026 season? Right, Joey Evison, Kent County Cricket Club. Welcome into the Cricket Draft. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, not too bad. Wintering well, as always. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure. One of a Cricket Draft fan favourite, I think would be fair to say, averaging over 100 points per game in the county championship last year in 2025. So, yeah, I suspect plenty of the Kent supporters were they kicking around the boundary edge, kind of going, "Oh, wow, Joey, you're doing a good job for me in my in my Cricket Draft team this year."
I'm not too sure about that, but I do know that all-rounders are key to the Cricket Draft.
How are you anyway? How's your winter been? What have you been up to? What have you been working on? Have you been away? Have you been at home? What's going on for Joey Evison?
Yeah, it's been really good. I was in Perth in Australia for 3 months with my partner, so that was really good fun. Got back. I arrived back New Year's Day actually, and then I've just been back in indoor school working hard with 7 or 8 of the other Kent boys. It's been good fun. I'm not a fan of this weather, but yeah, the season's coming around fast, so looking forward to that.
Was that playing grade cricket over in Perth?
Yeah, I was playing for South Perth Cricket Club. Tawanda Mieye played for them last year, and they've had a good Kent history. So yeah, it worked really well, and the lads were really good.
Brilliant. And what was the line through the Ashes? Was kind of amateur Test cricket, isn't it? Western Australian grade cricket. Is that standard as high as what that tagline says? What were your experiences and thoughts on
yeah,
that?
I've done the Gold Coast before, but they say Sydney, Adelaide, Melbourne are the Test cricket basically. But yeah, the standard was really good. Cricket in Western Australia is really strong anyway, but I did play against some of the state boys, which was good. But yeah, just in general, the batting and bowling standard is really good. So it was good practice and very beneficial.
Brilliant news. And have you managed to catch much of the T20 World Cup?
Yeah, I've got it on in the background actually.
Yeah. How what have you made? What have you made of the T20? Have you enjoyed it through the course of the tournament?
Yeah, I've watched a fair bit of it. It's really good seeing the associate teams play more of a part. Actually, they've been more competitive than what I imagined they would. But yeah, there's been a couple of close games, which is what fans want to see, really, isn't it?
Definitely. And you mentioned about Grant's involvement as well, which is amazing, not only for Grant but also for world cricket. To have Italy at a cricket World Cup still doesn't quite kind of feel like it should make sense, but it's brilliant that it has. Has the whole Kent dressing room kind of got behind that story with Grant and the fun and the enthusiasm that he shared? I spoke to him last year about it. He loves it. Are you all Italian cricket fans now?
Well, not in this game when they're playing against England, but yeah, with Grant, yeah, he's a really nice chap. So we were following his knockout games before, the qualifiers actually, a couple of months ago, and I think they needed to beat Netherlands to go through or something. And I think Fred Carson was playing in that match as well. He's also Kent, so it's quite an interesting one. But it's good seeing him play in the World Cup. It's what any cricketer wants to do, isn't it?
Definitely. And amazing, as I say, to see Italy in a World Cup as well. It's just a really kind of cool and fun thing to say out loud. How about Kent 2025? It would be fair to say it didn't quite go to plan for your boys down in Canterbury. Has there been much of a hangover from that over the winter? I know you've obviously been away, but what's been the focus over the winter going into 2026 for the championship?
Yeah, there's definitely not been a hangover. Lots of people tend to go away straight away, play a bit of club cricket. But yeah, things didn't go away in last season. we started really well, but then it's been a theme over the last couple of years that we get a batch of injuries back to back, really. So that really put a dampener on our 4-day season, which is obviously the majority of the season. But uh, the T20 was a fair success. We would like to have gone to finals day, having lost to Lancashire in the quarter final. But yeah, everyone's obviously working really hard to get better, trying to work on some stuff that didn't go to plan last year, whether it's batting or bowling. But yeah, like I say, there's probably about 7 or 8 of us in at the minute. So it's all very individual until probably the start to mid-March, where everyone tends to report back.
Yeah, you mentioned the injuries that you guys kind of went through last year, and one in particular, where Keith Dudgeon was brilliant in that first game, wasn't he? Maybe a little bit of an unknown for county championship fans coming into the 2025 season, and then had an off-field injury, wasn't it, that ruled him out for the rest of that stint. But fantastic news to get him back for 2026. I guess he felt like he kind of embodied Kent County Cricket Club, and it felt like all the players on that particular game really kind of got involved with him. And to lose him so early must have been huge.
Yeah, I think he only played one game for us and he got 7 wickets. So I had never heard of him before, and I think Joe Root recommended him to DBD actually. I think he played for the Pile Royals last year, I think. Um, but yeah, he's such a passionate guy, and when he was taking those wickets, it was so good. That was against Northants in a 4-day win, which was so good. But yeah, he definitely did embody what Kent's all about, really. Played him with a lot of heart and spirit, and it's just so good that we've got him back, like many others, for the full season, which is really good.
Yeah, and Sam Northeast returns to Kent as well. Were you former teammates with Sam Northeast, or had your kind of career paths not crossed at that point?
Our paths have crossed quite a bit. He came on loan to Nottingham for about a month or so when I was
Oh,
there.
of course.
Um, but then I've played against him a fair bit. I was on loan at Leicester for one game actually against Glamorgan when he got 400. Um, I've not spoken to him about it yet since he's been back, but yeah, not good at all.
Leave that story in the locker and try not to
Yeah.
bring it back up again. There's a couple of departures as well over the winter. Nathan Gilchrist, Jack Leaning. The players was that feels or Jack Leaning, both of them actually feel like quite big gaps in the dressing room to fill. But I assume there's going to be people chomping at the bit to take those places.
Yeah, they've both been at Kent for such a long time. Obviously, Jack's captain the club, so it's sad to see him go. He was probably my best mate at Kent. And then Nathan's been a big part of the bowling lineup for the last 4 or 5 years, probably. But he's gone to Warwickshire now, so he'll be doing his thing there. So yeah, definitely big shoes to fill. But then Sam Northeast has come back. I don't need to explain what he does. And then Matt Milnes is coming back from Yorkshire, so he had a good few years at Kent. So it's good to get some Kent people back. So yeah, I feel like we've got a really strong squad for this upcoming season, which is good.
Got it fully covered. This episode brought to you by ASI, or All Sports Insurance. If you're looking for insurance for your cricket club or even personal insurance before the first ball of the 2026 season is bowled, make sure you check out All Sports Insurance. And Joey, to see whether you've got everything fully covered, there's a couple of hypotheticals for you here, and I want to know which teammates you might be picking to cover yourself in these scenarios. Scenario number one. 2 needed off the last ball, full Ben Stokes mode, 2019 World Cup final. You and one teammate. You need to get back for the second. Who is the quickest person in the squad that you want padded up to get back for 2?
There's a couple actually, but if it's T20, I'd go with Sam Billings. He's the fastest runner, or it's either him or Daniel Bell Drummond. I wouldn't say he's the fastest actual sprinter, but when he's got his pads on, he's really sharp between the wickets. But I'm going to stick with Sam Billings.
Sam Billings. And number 2 as well, finals day, last over. Ball's gone flying up into the night sky of Birmingham under the floodlights. All of the hollies lubricated, dressed up as crayons and all sorts of whatever you might have. Which teammate do you want to see underneath it?
Yeah, I was having, well, I could name a few, but I'm going to go with Harry Finch. He's primarily a wicketkeeper now in the 4-day stuff, but when Sam Billings is keeping, Finchy does like roaming around the boundaries, and yeah, I'm going to go with Harry Finch.
And looking ahead to 2026, the fixtures obviously out now. They've been out for a while. Do you when those kind of get announced, is that a sit down as the squad and have a look through them and start to kind of formulate plans for different things, or what does that look like behind the scenes for a cricket fan to understand what a county cricket club would go through in those scenarios?
Um, yeah, I obviously look at like the first block of fixtures and how the schedule actually runs throughout the season. But yeah, I wouldn't say we sit down as a team to have a look at fixtures. There's obviously former teams that you look to play against. Um, but yeah, I like how we're playing Nottingham in the T20 stuff, so that'd be quite fun. I've only played them in the 4-day stuff. But yeah, we don't sit down as a team to talk about who we're playing against.
And are those former teams, are they the ones that you really look forward to, or is there a ground that you've got a particularly good record at that you love the thought of going back to? What does that look like?
Well, most players have teams who they quite like playing against, whether they get runs or wickets against. For me, it's the grounds. I like having a look to see whether we're playing at out grounds or main grounds. 'Cause I love playing at out grounds in the 50 over stuff. It's actually quite cool because it brings you back to when you first started playing. So you're playing at club cricket grounds, but in a professional environment. So that's quite cool. But yeah, we played Notts in a T20 fixture this year, so that'll be good fun. It's not, I don't think that's ever happened before because it's always been North and South groups. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun.
That sounds like that's a real kind of purist answer, that of looking forward to the outgrounds. And I think so many people that play the cricket draft are going to really appreciate the enthusiasm to, as you say, getting to these outgrounds and finding these different stories and honours boards and all kinds of cool things like that. We've spoken a bit about the overseas players that are coming in, and obviously Sam Northeast returning. A couple of real kind of youngsters. I mean, they still are compared to me anyway, but the players that feel like they've been around for a little while. Ben Dawkins, Jaden Denley. Looking ahead to 2026, they've been key parts or they were key parts of the Kent side last summer. How have you enjoyed watching those boys kind of develop their games and gain experience? And I guess now you're one of these kind of senior players that you can put your arm around the shoulder of these youngsters and share some wisdom with them.
Yeah, having them two, and then Ekan Singh and also Ollie Curtis, who made his first class debut at the back end of last year, it does make me feel a little older. I definitely don't feel 24. I do feel a lot younger than that already. But yeah, it's been so good having them in and around the squad the last year or so. Obviously, they played more than I thought because we were down the bottom end of the table, so we were able to give them a bit of experience. But they cope really with playing professional cricket, really. But yeah, hopefully we get to see a lot more of them. It's going to be a lot of competition for places, which is what a high performance environment needs, really. We got a good mix of youth and experience, so hopefully I can add a bit of experience to the younger guys, even though I am still young. So yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, I didn't mean to try and kind of age you anymore, there, Joey. But you've played a lot of cricket now. I'm sure that they
Yeah.
probably do have plenty of questions for you. A little bit of England watch as well. Zach Crawley, he started the county championship for Kent last year. Do you expect to see him running around Canterbury at the start of 2026 again?
Yeah, we normally see him for about 3 to 4 games before he goes off with England. So obviously you want to be playing with England players as much as possible. but when he's not there, it does give someone else a chance, i.e., one of the younger guys or someone else to make their claim into the first team. But yeah, hopefully we get Zach as much as possible because it obviously makes our team much better. But you do want to see him doing well for England as well.
Yeah, phenomenally talented cricketer. And speaking of other phenomenally talented cricketers, here's another hypothetical question for you, Joey.
Yeah.
And this is a county cricket kind of red ball hypothetical battle that you can pick any current player, any historical player. You can go eras, you can go whatever you want. But if you were to be able to take a box seat and watch two players go head to head in the county championship, who are you thinking? Who gets you excited about that?
I'd have to go extreme pace, and then does it have to be his current?
No, anybody you like.
Well, I know Dale Staines played in the county championship before, so I'm just going to bring in a bit of nostalgia to that. So I'm going to go Dale Steyn bowling at. I'll go with Joe Root. He's the England's greatest, so I'll go with them too. That'll be quite fun to watch.
Yeah, I like that. I was expecting a good answer after the outgrounds conversation, so you've definitely ticks the right boxes there, which is good. And again, it kind of starts to answer one of those generational questions, doesn't it? We always talk about, this generation was better than that generation, but actually, kind of those two guys in their prime don't think they would have shared a cricket field with one another. I think they probably would have played against each other, but maybe not in the real kind of prime of their careers. So Joey, thank you so much for joining us. Wish you all the very best, and Kent all the very best for the 2026 County Championship, and obviously the other three formats as well. Very excited to get cricket going. I'm sure you can't wait to get back outside again.
That's going to be really good. Obviously, got some new faces coming back, so our team's definitely a lot stronger this year, I think, with four or five new overseas. So that's always helpful. So yeah, it comes around fast, but we're really looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us again. Folks, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you can, drop us a little comment as to who you'd like us to speak to next on this build up to the 2026 Championship. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, follow the Cricket Draft across all of the different socials to stay up to date with everything you might need to know. And we'll see you very soon.